Good morning, everyone. Today, we'll be discussing about a very important topic of grammar, that is preposition. Before starting with this, I have a small activity for you all. What you need to do is move anywhere in your room, and then after some time, if someone asks you like where are you standing, so what are the positions, like you'll tell. For example, if I say about myself, so I'll say that I'm sitting on a bed or I'm sitting on a chair. So this is what my position. So the words that tell about the position of a subject or a noun is basically known as what? Preposition. So we'll discuss further about more about this in the next slide. So in this slide I have some more examples. Okay, so like these, the apples are in the basket. So here what we are getting to know is that the apples are what? Basically noun. We call it as noun because they are thing, है ना? So noun is basically what? The name of place, animal and thing. So here when we when a word decides where the noun is or tells the position of the noun, that is what? Preposition. So in this example we can see that the apples are in the basket. That means it is telling that the thing is inside the basket. So basket over here and apples over here are what? Noun. And the word that is expressing the position of the apple is what? In. So in होता है अंदर. ठीक है? So यहाँ पे we can see that अंदर is the position that is the word that is telling the position of what? Apple. Okay? In the next slide we can see that here is written Rani is sitting with her parrot. So here are basically two nouns over here. One is Rani because it is the name of what? A girl, and parrot. It's an animal. Okay. So Rani and parrot are noun, and यहाँ पे ऐसा कौन सा word है which is telling the position of the of Rani. So it is with. Okay. Now next is girl is hiding under the chair. Now what is happening here is chair and girl are what? Noun, and it is telling कि जो girl है वो कहाँ छुपी हुई है? Under the chair. So under over here is what? A preposition. Okay. Now what comes in a mind is, okay ma'am, we've understood what all are the examples, but what basically is the definition of preposition? So we'll go further into the slide. So here is the definition. Preposition is basically the word that links a noun, pronoun or phrase to other word in the sentence. Like we can discuss or we can understand this with a good example over here. See, a beautiful girl is standing in front of the tree. Now, over here, a beautiful girl is basically what? A phrase. Now, phrase is what? Phrase is basically a group of words that are telling a information to you, but it is not making a complete sense. Okay, there's a beautiful girl we know. You have gotten an information that a beautiful girl. Okay, but we did not get a complete information about that girl. So that is the reason why we are calling it as a phrase. Now what we said is in the previous slide that prepositions are the words that are linking the pronoun, the noun with the other words in the sentence. So here a phrase, here is a phrase. Okay. Now over here tree is a noun. So a phrase and a noun are linked with one another with the word that is in. So in is what? In is doing what? In is linking a phrase and a noun together. That is the reason why we call it as a preposition. Now in the second example we can see over here, it is I am standing on the chair. Now socho, what is the noun over here? Okay, see, and what is a pronoun basically? So I over here is basically what? A pronoun. Now there's a question in every student's mind over here is, ma'am, what is pronoun? Okay, so pronoun are basically those words which we use instead of noun. Like if I'm saying Neha is a very good girl, Neha is sitting, Neha is doing that. So again and again I'm using the word Neha over here. That doesn't sound good. So instead of Neha we can skip, like Neha is a good girl. She is standing, she is doing that work. So she over is here is what? A pronoun. So pronoun are basically those words which are used instead of noun. So Neha was a noun over here. We use she to express or to tell about her again. So we're not using the noun again and again. Instead, we are using some other words to tell about her. So that other word was she. So she is basically what? A pronoun. Same way, I is also a pronoun. So here in the previous slide I told you now, the words that are linking the pronoun, phrase or noun with the other words in the group, we are calling it as a preposition. So I is what? I is a pronoun, and chair over here is what? A noun, because it's a thing and a name of a thing. So it is connecting what? I and chair. Okay, and on was connecting what? Them. So on is the preposition over here. Now, prepositions are basically of three types. The first one which we're discussing about is the preposition of direction. Now, what is preposition of direction? ऐसे words or ऐसे preposition that are giving you the direction about the subject or about the noun, okay, which indicates, basically it indicates the directions, okay. Like यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो above. above is giving you a direction ना, कि कोई भी आपका subject या आपका कोई भी noun है वो present कहाँ पे है. So that is what? A direction. That it's giving you a direction, है ना, कोई रास्ता, कोई दिशा बता रहा है आपको. That is the reason why this in the charts we're expressing the different prepositions to show the positions. Like in above, the sun is above the clouds. So above over here is what? The preposition of direction, because it is giving the direction that sun or cloud, sun जो है वो cloud के ऊपर है, तो it is giving the direction. Now it's under, the cat is under the table, so it is giving the direction कि cat जो है वो table के नीचे है. So in this chart you can see there are a lot of prepositions which are giving you the directions, okay. Now it's preposition of place. It signifies the exact position of the subject or the noun. Like if I'm saying I'm standing in front of the table, that means मैं table के आगे खड़ी हूँ. If I go and stand on the table, so I'll say that I am above the table. Okay. Basically what? Not above, like if I stand and if I have a distance between the table's floor and my feet, then I'll say above. Okay. Like for example, the clouds are above the sun, okay. So that is above. And one more thing, above comes in the place position, preposition of place also, and preposition of directions also. Now this, in this cartoon we can see that this cute raccoon is behind the carton. So behind. Now these are what? These are preposition of place, okay. Now there's a preposition of time. This is basically something that tells you the time, कि उस समय के बारे में कुछ, when you get an information about समय, time, that is what? Preposition of time. Now first one is at. At is when I say the meeting is at 8 o'clock or your lunch starts at 7 o'clock. That is what at is used for. ठीक है. Like here we can see meal times, when like at lunchtime. For example, I'm saying I'll meet you at lunchtime, or I'll meet you at dinner time. Or if I'm saying that we are having if we're expressing about holidays, like I'll come to meet you at Christmas. So these are what at is basically a preposition of time. Then we come in is basically when you're telling about a longer period, okay. So like if I'm saying that my birthday comes in March, so that is what? Preposition of time. Then is on, when you're telling the exact specific time, okay. Like if I say that my birthday comes on 8th March, so that is what? The preposition of time. I hope this is clear, and we can like refer this chart. It is a very helpful chart, and it could help you a lot. this brings us with the end of this topic. We'll discuss more about this in the next topic, next video. Thank you for being a very good audience and listening to me till now. Um, to practice with this session, what you can do is you can make 5 more sentences on the preposition of direction, place, and time. It could be very beneficial for you. Thank you for being a very good audience.